Howdy ho, howdy hey, welcome back. It's been a while. I'm back. Round of applause. What's going on? You can't answer that. It's whatever. This week, what do I got over there? Arizona tea. That's what the coffee is. The coffee is Arizona tea. It's wild. I guess I should kind of explain for the people who do listen. Uh, it's been so long since the last episode because I've been kind of going through it. So as a lot of you probably know, I moved out of Japan. I moved to Arizona, and with all the coronavirus stuff going on, it just got between work and moving and trying to see family, and it just got to be too much. So I took a while off. Been a while. It's been a long time, and got myself settled. So now we're chilling in Arizona, Yuma to be exact, not far from Cali, right on the border actually. And we're gonna try to get back into it. Try to get some people on the show. This week it's just me. It's gonna be a pretty short episode. Nothing crazy, nothing wild. We're gonna keep it short, sweet. I just got one thing to talk about. If it, we'll see where it goes. But diving into that, I don't know what it is about some females, but I've been noticing a lot lately, and maybe it's just me. Who knows? If it is, let me know. Um, I don't know if it's just females in general, but y'all like to send some fucking one word response kind of text. And then you got me over here thinking that I did something wrong, and now I'm trying to apologize. Like, I know your game, but I don't know how to beat it. This ain't like Mario. I can't run through the levels. It's more strategy than that. So, y'all females out there, help me out a little bit. Let me know what's going on. Because I feel like and some people who don't know me, if you do listen, like I feel like I'm a pretty nice guy. I don't do anything crazy. I'm not rude. I don't send unsolicited nudie pictures. That would be terrible of me, first of all. But females here lately they be kind of throwing me for a loop. So, female audience members, help me out. That sounds like a weird request, but it is what it is. That subject ended up being a lot shorter than I anticipated, so I'll roll into something else. Anybody out there that listens and knows me in person knows that I can be fairly abrasive, and the way I deal with things tends to be on the darker side of the humor spectrum. I realized the other day that the the younger the younger kids that I work with do not deal with it the same. And I don't want to be like that. I'm only 21, so I'm not far out of that millennial generation or whatever it is. But I've noticed as I've gotten a little bit older, now that I'm rolling in the early 20s, and I tend to think of myself as an old soul. I noticed that like these 18 and 19 year olds are not on the same spectrum. Like they seem they're nice people. A lot of them complain a lot, but I don't know an 18-year-old that didn't complain. But what did I said something? Oh, that's something. As a lot of you know, I am divorced. I got divorced about a year and a half ago. Just not the right young love. Thought it was right, and it wasn't by any means. But I made a joke about getting divorced. What was the? It was. He was talking about his fiance, this 19-year-old kid that I work with. He was talking about his fiance, and explaining to me how they something along the lines of, I just can't wait to spend the rest of my life with her. After I had offered to become ordained to help him out with the wedding ceremony, he said, "I can't, I can't imagine not growing old with her." To which I thought it would be funny to make a divorce joke, and so what I said was, "Yeah, I felt the same about my ex-wife, but then she became my ex-wife." And instead of laughing like I did, I busted out complete hysterics. Um, Thought it was the greatest thing ever for that 5 minute period. He didn't laugh, didn't think it was this funny. I don't even think he smirked. And that's not the only time that that's happened. It's just, it seems like every time I tap into my type of humor, the only people that get it are people my age. Because, people in their late 20s, they just don't think that stuff's funny anymore, which is fine. I understand. Maturing, whatever. The people my age think that those jokes are pretty funny, especially the people who know me and know that that's how I usually act. But the people younger than me just, I don't know if it's because they don't know me or what it is, but they do not as I think I am. Oh well, I don't cater to young people anyways. So I'll go about my life and figure it out whenever I do. Um yeah, not a lot this episode. Pretty short. I'm trying to get back into things. I got a lot going on. Some close friends who do try to listen. I think they know I'm stretching myself pretty thin right now. I'm trying to roll back into German lessons, which have not been going well because I'm not as dedicated as I am to that as I should be. I'm trying to write songs and work on my guitar and all that good stuff. So it's I'm spreading myself pretty thin, and that's all on top of work and working out, which I've been trying to do almost 3 times a day now. I got to get back into shape because I've really let myself go past year. So now's been my time to get back into it. But yeah, it's real short. I think we're gonna end around 10 minutes, so we got a couple more minutes left. Um, you know, it's been a while. So next week, hopefully, with with everything going smoothly, I'll try to have somebody that y'all haven't ever heard before, because I'm sure you've noticed Lawson and Harmon aren't on the show because they're still both in Japan, and it's not exactly the easiest thing to get them on the show. Different time zones. I can't stay up that late. They can't get up that early. Whatever it is. But yeah, it's good to be back. It's good to roll back into it, even if it's just by myself. It feels good to be able to get my voice out there and talk about. I think we're gonna start rolling into some more hot buttoned issues. For example, the rioting that's been going on. Less now. I hear less about it now. Coronavirus and cities burning, and not because of the rioting, but cities burning because of wildfires in California. And we're moving to a little more serious tone for a little while. And once I get back to the to knowing people real well around, I'll have some lighthearted humor coming your way. Real fast, I don't. If anybody out there lives in Texas that happens to be living or happens to be listening, and they live in Central Texas, or you have family that lives in Central Texas, or know anybody remotely that lives in Central Texas, hey, send your prayers their way. Keep them in your thoughts. Whatever you do, I really don't care. Personally, I send prayers. I send good vibes or whatever you want to do. But from experience, especially like real central Texas, just had a bunch of wildfires break out. Not, I mean, this has been a little while back, but it's devastated quite a bit of land. And yes, Texas is quite a big state, but these are farmers and country people. I don't know what word I should use, but that's all they got. So that burning down is kind of a heavy hit for them. So if you could send your thoughts and your prayers that way, uh, I guess this week we're gonna kind of cut it out. I don't have anything else. Not that would be any interest to any of you. So this week's short, kind of an intro back into it. We're gonna start rolling with good content, maybe even guests next week. We'll see. But for right now, I'll see you next week. Adios.